take a deep breath. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so as you guys saw in the previous clip, we just got our second dose of the Moderna vaccine. Basically what this video is going to be is a little like kind of update on how I start feeling afterwards, if I get any symptoms, and how the shot felt overall. So I will say this shot hurt a lot less than the first one. Like the first one actually really hurt. And if you haven't seen the first video, go ahead and watch that one. It will go way more in detail on how the whole process is of getting the COVID vaccine. Like when I went into CVS, I recorded my whole process of walking into CVS, you know, talking to the guy at the front and going in, getting my shot, the whole thing, the questions they ask, the little check-in like thing on your phone, all of that stuff. So if you haven't seen, and I also go through all my symptoms from the first shot as well. So if you haven't already seen that video, go ahead and click the video in the card right there or down in the description below. Do either of those. I think that if you haven't gotten the vaccine at all, or if you're just curious as to how my symptoms were for the first vaccine, I really think you should click and watch that video first. But in short detail though, I got pretty sick from that first one. I had like a lot of fever-like symptoms and I had a headache right after the shot. I didn't feel good for about 2 days, and basically that's pretty much the gist of the first video. But you should really watch the first one if you haven't seen it already and you haven't had your first vaccine yet. But if you have already had your first vaccine, or if you've already seen the video and you're just here to watch the second vaccine details, basically all that had happened was I got that shot. It hurt way less than the first shot did. Like the first shot in the video, you can even see my arm jerk up once it gets shot because it hurt a lot. I mean, not like, it's very tolerable, obviously, not like super bad or anything, but it did hurt way more compared to this one. This one honestly didn't hurt at all. Like once it was done, I was like, that's it. Like it felt way like, it was way less painful than the first one, even way less painful than a flu shot. Now it's been about an hour since I got the shot. I remember the first time, by now I started feeling a headache. I honestly do feel a headache right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any symptoms, but I'll just go through some people's previous experiences. I will say, first off, if you are on your first vaccine right now and you're not feeling good, I will give some details and like some kind of tips and tricks on how to feel better on that. Very simple. All you have to do is take 2 leaves to take a really hot shower. I learned this from my mother-in-law, so shout out to her. I was a little bit skeptical about taking medicine while on the vaccine because I thought you weren't supposed to, but I looked it up and I couldn't really find, like, it was mainly like ibuprofen and things like that where you're not supposed to be taking those while on the vaccine. But I found out you can take a leave. My mother-in-law said that she took it for her first vaccine and she was in it like basically relieved her of all her pain. And I did the same thing. Like during the first vaccine, I felt like crap, but I took 2 leaves in a really hot shower on the second day. Bam. I was getting the hottest fever that I had on my second day, but that took it away immediately. So there are some tips and tricks for the first vaccine. And if I do start feeling sick, I'm going to do the same thing for this one as well. So if you do start feeling sick, go ahead and do that. But as so far as the symptoms that I felt this far, like an hour in, I have a headache again, which is kind of similar to the first one that I had, but it's not nearly as severe and I don't really feel as sick. I know the second one is supposed to be a lot worse than the first one, but it's different for everyone. Like my dad, he had the Pfizer vaccine, so it is different, but even with the Pfizer vaccine, the second one is supposed to be a lot worse than the first. But this second one, for my dad, he said that the first one destroyed him. He said he was in a lot of pain after the first vaccine. After the second dose, he felt that it was a lot simpler to get through than the first one, if he didn't feel nearly as bad. So I'm hoping that since I kind of got it a little bit difficult on the first one, I'm hoping the second Moderna dose doesn't hit me as hard as the first one. I guess I know the second one's supposed to, but who knows what's going to happen. But thus far, I don't feel really sick. I feel fine, but you never know. Symptoms probably kick in about 6 hours. I'll probably wait till then. If I start feeling something, I'll keep you guys updated. If I don't feel anything, then I will go ahead and just close off the video in the next clip, which hopefully I can do. And yeah, I'm gonna let it run its natural course first and see if I get any symptoms rather than just taking the leave and shower immediately. But if I don't get any symptoms, hopefully I don't, then that's gonna be my update on this video. Again, if you haven't seen the first one, I go into more detail on my symptoms on the first one and how the first vaccine felt in the process of getting vaccinated. You can go ahead and click that up there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Another thing too I should mention is that my wife has already had the second Moderna vaccine. She got the first one a couple of months ago and she felt completely fine. I say a couple of months ago, it was really like a month and a half ago. She felt completely fine after the first one, no symptoms at all. But after her second vaccine, she did feel tired, and that was pretty much it. My wife is 21, healthy. I'm 22, healthy. She's probably healthier than me though. But after her second vaccine, she just felt tired. Literally nothing else but tiredness. So she had it really easy. I had it a little bit difficult the first time, so let's see how I feel the second time. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, what's good everyone? I'm pretty much gonna close this video out here. It's been 2 days. I'm finally have no more symptoms. Basically what happened after that last clip was I ended up getting sick, but it was literally the same exact type of sickness that I got last time. Back aching a lot, and then a minor fever. Pretty much it was the exact same sickness that I had as last time for the same amount of time as well. Actually, maybe this one was a little bit shorter, so this one probably was a little bit easier, I'd say, but for the most part, the symptoms were the same. There was nothing new to report, really. So, yeah, after my second dose of the Moderna vaccine, I would say, again, I just got a minor fever, some back aches, my arm was still hurting from the shot, not as much as last time, but it was still hurting from the shot, and that's pretty much it. I took a leave to reduce the fever both times that I started feeling more sick, and that pretty much helped like 100% and stopped the fever completely. So yeah, that helped like greatly, and I had to do it. I was gonna let it run its natural course, the fever, but I had to take the leave just because I was at work and I couldn't feel like crap doing physical labor at Amazon. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end that video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe down below for more videos and vlogs just like this one. And if you already haven't seen the first one, go ahead and check that one out. It's a lot more informative than this one was. This one, I just wanted to keep you guys updated on if the second vaccine for me was any different than the first one. Pretty much wasn't. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end that there. Love you all. Peace out.